Bare Bones Broadcasting, we're back. Norwood Stock Spalding, the broadcaster of Bare Bones. I mean, the Skeleton Nation. Whatever's in the way of this planet collecting itself and having a nice time is a real scumbag, whatever it is. And something's obviously got a hold on it. Because this planet ain't as dumb as it's behaving. I want to remind you of that emphatically. Humans shall do a lot better caring about this place. Now no one cares. That is for sure. You can't find it. It's in the dilemma, the absence of care and the absence of honesty and generosity. Big time. Handing it straight to the offspring of humanity. Want to bet? Inexcusable. Unnecessary, and it is moving on. That's what I will remind you of. Something's doing this more than humans, and they're not going to let this happen. You will back up and remember more about your history and this planet and your kind, and it's right there in the information and the echo of it. And I'll warn you, you shall do it. You shall make a nice place of this, as you shall. And it doesn't take a temper tantrum to do it at all. In any way behind the scenes and coming out with any kind of regulations to torment people is hogwash. And whatever tells you psychologically and advises you that that's fine, no, it isn't. It's not fine to take the market and strangle humanity with it. No, it isn't. And whatever tells you psychologically that's okay, they are in error. I'll remind you that emphatically. As the least among you, I'll remind you of that. Keep that well in mind, too. No one ever leasts here, ever, more than this. Want to bet. Know it. Least, ever. Could, should, would. Better know it. Makes any of your prophecies absolutely nothing compared to me. What a bet! So mark my words. They're your words. Those are the words we're marking. Your words. No prophet's words. No God's words. No spirit. No demons. No nothing. Your words. They're wonderful words. And they come from say-so. And they don't come from literature. They come from what you could know and what you couldn't know. And when you can know it, say it. Well, I know you're wonderful. I'm saying it. Got it? And what you could know, say it. What you can't know is what's getting remarked to here. I want to remind you, I come from radio. You know the most mom and pop thing on this planet one time is radio? No more mom and pop than that. The communication system has already happened and gone where humans talk to each other. All this computer and stuff, you're not saying a word to each other with it. Hell, they already put their heads together at one time. Radio in this nation really helped people talk to each other. Big time! And they had some collected wit and they had a pretty nice day of it, too. And most people got along with it. Even the thugs. In those days, you weren't part of that. The thugs beat your rear end. The thugs liked the stuff on the radio, and they were very camaraderie to the community. Do you want to bet? In reality, I think they still are. The thugs have just put on a nicer suit, and you don't recognize them. They're still the thugs. John Kennedy is dead. The President of the United States is dead, and the whole planet lied about it. Is there thugs among us? Is there? John Kennedy's experience here marks the absolute identification of thugs among us. What a bet! And they're not in high places. No, they're not. Nope. High places didn't kill John Kennedy. And like Mick Jagger said, it's the absence of human living really killed him. We're not saying anything. There's not a president who's vulnerable. Most dangerous seat in the earth is the President of the United States. There's no real rights. Does the President of the United States have rights? Nope. No rights there. That seat was assassinated, and no one has done one thing about it. Nothing! Because the response is not how you respond to assassination of the President of the United States. No, it ain't! And what you're doing as an interlude is not necessary. It won't ruin the planet to get to the bottom of John Kennedy's situation at all. His whole life. Before it and after. A big spectrum before John Kennedy's life. Then you talk about his life, and then a big spectrum after. Won't hurt the planet to talk about that. Not a bit. We won't go to hell. No. In fact, they talk about the whole history of tyranny here. This place won't go to hell. It's taught in your history, for crying out loud. It's in the echo of your information, and you won't put your heads together and talk about it? Don't tell me you got communication. You do not! You do not have communication. You can't have confession among yourselves as a planet. You do not have communication. You can't have one with yourself. You don't have communication. Confession. My God, I'm an idiot, Lord. My God, I'm sorry. That's this. I come to you that. My God, Lord, I'm an idiot. I am so sorry. I couldn't ask for forgiveness. It's another thing for me to squander. My God, Lord, I'm sorry. That, in everyone's lips here, of the age of accountability. Accountability. The Lord doesn't look at any of you accountable. Looks at you like Nineveh. Did the Lord look at Nineveh accountable? No, didn't. And doesn't you. Looks at you as a contribution of generosity and expects you, when you don't do it, to have a confession about it. That's all. Which Stock Spalding, this is radio. Thank you, YouTube. For radio. I shall return with Bare Bones Broadcasting and radio.